Hello, my name is Abe, and welcome back to Balatro. We're going to be playing some Balatro, and we need to continue leveling up our decks. Red, blue, yellow, and green all are kind of like the boring decks. And then you start getting to more fun stuff as you move beyond. Why don't we play Zodiac deck? Tarot Merchant, Planet Merchant, Overstock. I like Tarot Merchant, I don't like Planet Merchant, but I like Overstock. But you still probably are getting fewer jokers over the long term because of the fact that you have fewer opportunities to pick up jokers. But you never know, we'll figure it out here, we'll try, we'll freaking do it, man. I will discard for a flush in one hand. We do have the extra discard, thank you. Black stake instead of blue stake difficulty. What is a Balatro, asks Glader. I believe it is a term for a jester, and the legendary jokers in the game are all specific jesters, e.g. Canio, Triboulet, Yorick. You know, Yorick everyone should be familiar with. Chico, Pukeo. These are all names of jokers, names of jesters. But Balatro is just the name of a jester in general, I suppose. Buffoon Pack. I still don't know if it's Balatro or Balatro. I just like saying Balatro. Something about the Flat, Joker, or Rocket? Rocket's gonna give us a lot of money, but the Flat Joker is only a 4 molt. We're going Rocket, I think. And I'll take the Devil card for a refund, basically. And then we could either get money or fight for 450. I think we do the fight at 450 and then try to get another Joker. The 25 gold is nice. Dollars, I guess. It's not gold, it's just golden dollars. But I think we're gonna get a lot of money out of the Rocket eventually, and we wanna play a lot of hands, especially after this ante, when the Rocket levels up. So I think I want to try to get more power. We could probably win, you know, Diamond Window here, but I wanna fight for it. I wanna fight for it, and I wanna try, on 1 heart, thank you. I wanna try to get value out of the Devil right now, and then also go to the shop and get some more money, ideally. 6, 6, and then a bunch of face cards. I might just try to play a spade flush. We got real close. We do have a 2 pair. That's not nearly enough, so I'm gonna actually discard for the spade flush. Perfect. So it cost us an extra $1, but we're gonna make $3 from the 10, $1 from the Rocket, and then $4 from the ante, and then 1 from our hand. So decent amount of money, and then honestly, popcorn's totally acceptable. Yeah. I'll even buy the Chariot because I think we're gonna get a lot of money just from the game as we progress. And I'll definitely just Chariot a king. This easily wins it, so why don't we discard? Look for another king? I don't know. Try to play a 4 of a kind? No, all right, well, it's okay. Popcorn we can just sell later, it'll be fine. But the popcorn, it solves the problem of, well, how am I gonna actually win the early game? Well, I'm just gonna let popcorn carry us, sell it, and then the Rocket will give us money that we can use to spend on jokers. Should work well. 25 bucks later. I do not want $25 later, I want now. I want things now. It's my money and I want it now. Vex, welcome. You've been lurking, but I need to go back to sleep. I'm gonna sleep on the stream, but at least as a +1 viewer, go ahead, do it. I dare ya. 1350. We earned 1400. Venus is fine. Paintbrush is good. Let's start with the Arcana. Maybe we can get into a lucky Hermit. Temperance is not a lot of money. Hermit is. Okay, so you do Hermit. We do Fool. We do Hermit. We have infinite money. Buy the voucher. Fantastic. It's a great time to have that happen. And in fact, we can even buy the standard pack. Put a seal in the deck. Why not? We are looking good. I don't think this will win it. I don't think we have the money, or rather the score anymore with Popcorn, but we'll still win in 2. And it is tempting, honestly, to maybe try to get a high card out of the seal. It is, it's the easiest scaling hand. But flush does give us more points, especially now. Maybe we'll try to go for just a flush. And then for tower, I'll make the 4 blue seal, because ideally we're never gonna play it, right? Yeah, that's fine. We'll get a Jupiter out of this. I sleep to the stream often, says Bex. Abe's voice is cozy. Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. Music is good. Music is good. I do like the Balatro theme. I can't believe for a long time I turned off the Balatro music and put on my own music. How dare I? How dare I indeed? World and wheel. Buy the wheel because we might be doing some spectral nonsense. I might even, if it gave me the opportunity, just double up on something, like double up on the rocket. It instead gave me the option to hex the rocket, which I think I have to take it up on. Keeping the rocket for a long time and a 1.5 mult on top of it, that's fantastic. So hex me a rocket and then I'll buy a Joker, you know, I'll buy a mad Joker. It's no problem. That's great. And then if we just play a 2-pair, we win. Did I remove anything from the deck? Not really. So we'll just try to pull in like a 10-8, maybe look for a face card. If we play a 2-pair, we should win. If we get a 2-pair full house, that would be nice. Game really wants to give me a straight. Thank you for the 8s. Okay. $1,806. Loop Hero, Nitro Kid, Last Spell, FTL, STS, all good soundtracks, says Bex. Curse to Golf as well. Last time Loop Hero was on regular rotation, says Connie. Loop Hero is a pretty good soundtrack. Tarot cards appear 4 times more frequently. I think we wait on this. I do enjoy a good Loop Hero soundtrack, but there's something about the Balatro theme. Like when I'm playing Balatro, I want the Balatro theme. Okay, Sock and Buskin, To the Moon, and a Pluto. I think we'll take the Sock. I think we'll take To the Moon. I think I'll buy the Pluto, and then we're going to next round it. We pretty much need to play 2 pairs though. King, King, 10-10. Okay, we will be playing a 2-pair. King, King, 10-10, and then dump a 6. Nope, dump the ace. I discarded an ace. And then we're just gonna try and, you know, get whatever planets we get out of this. We're just gonna try to live until we get better Jokers that figure out what we're gonna be doing in the run. But we should get a lot of money out of both To the Moon and Rocket here. Egg is tempting. You know, there are egg synergies. I might just go for the clubs, though. Hanged Man, death. Make another king or get rid of what we have currently. I think we want to make another king instead of getting rid of, like, you know, a couple of garbage cards. Garbage. It's garbage day. 4-4. Oh, come on. King, king, 4-4-4. I'd love to upgrade Full House over a 2-pair. Full House is a better hand to upgrade because you get 5 cards played, which synergizes better with things like Sock. But, you know, I'll take whatever I can get, I suppose. Ten, 10, 10, 6, 6. Perfect. We'll get a Full House. That blue seal has already paid for itself more than I would have thought. Sometimes you don't seem to get it to work at all. You know, popcorn is not terrible. If we get an Onk, we could Onk Rocket and then take a popcorn, and I would be completely okay with that. We didn't. Instead, we got a talisman. Enhance numbered cards and talisman add a gold seal. Incantation. Just put some things in the deck. I think I'm gonna dump Sock for popcorn, just for the time being. That was not like the best outcome we could have gotten from that, for certain. But that's okay. Flush should still do it. There's also a straight in there. That would have been the perfect time to onk this Rocket, though. We gotta start thinking about better jokers, though. We are running into that problem. Moon, that gets us through another blind. Banana is probably better than Mad Joker temporarily. Jack, Queen, King. And we have a 3-3. If we could get a flush house, that would be fun. Not necessarily that important, but could be interesting. We have a lot of 3s in the deck. Why don't we, discard? We can do it. We can get a flush house. Why not? Why not? We'll win in 1. Won heavily in 1. Rocket's giving us 7, 6 from the interest. We're getting a lot of money too. We are a little weak on the jokers though. Only getting like 30 mults. It's a little on the low side. Hanged Man. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll lose 7, 8. And then I'm gonna Hermit so we can re-roll and maybe get something out of this. Nah. I mean, I'll take a Glass Queen. It'll break. High Priestess. This game has illegal poker hands. It does. Tower Sun. Okay. 12,000. I mean, we have a full house. What about 5? 5 is 4. We also have a flush, but the full house, well, we don't care about 2 pair anymore, do we? We'll play a boom 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 flush. I'm just gonna play the full house because the kings aren't gonna matter. The steel cards will affect us before the banana and the popcorn. The banana and the popcorn. That's what we're doing today, apparently. Jack, 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 10, 10. Yeah, we could do a straight, but full house is better. At least we get some clubs out of this one. Popcorn's looking a little low. Banana and popcorn sounds like a bad porno, says Jaxie Pants. Is that what's on your mind? Porno? Like, do you put the banana in the popcorn? Don't do that. Your banana's gonna be all buttery, and then it's gonna be really hard to open your banana. Ramen. You know, better than popcorn temporarily. Give me a fool. It wasn't before. Magician. We've got a lot of 6s. And then I think we just start cutting. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. I'll pop a pack. Flush house, a pair, 3 of a kind. Look, it's unlikely to matter. Is that +1 discard? Don't need it. So many tarot cards. I'll keep these. All face cards are drawn face down. That's very unfortunate. Ooh. Okay, I think you just play the 4 of a kind. Accidentally draw all your 10s. $12,000. I think we're gonna make it out of this just fine. I know we're gonna lose a little bit of ramen value, but that's okay. Goodbye, banana. Banana, popcorn, ramen. Too many food, man. Now I'm hungry. Wee Joker. I wish I didn't get rid of a 2, but Wee Joker is something we can build around. Out of these options, it is the best one early, I suppose. Maybe we can strength a 2? Troubadour is also fantastic. Yeah, we can always get more 2s. Aces become 2s, for instance. Empress, Justice, High Priestess, Strength, and the Hanged Man. Okay, we want to get rid of 4, 5, 8. So there's a 5. 7, 9, 10. We can get rid of a 7. And then maybe Empress well, we have a lot of 6s in the deck, right? We can Empress a 6. And then maybe a Jack. Gonna hold on to Strength. Troubadour is tempting to take, honestly. I don't know if I would be comfortable getting rid of anything, because we need mults. We don't have any mults, except for Gluttonous Joker, but does allow us to have more cards in hand, which is real nice. A foil Gluttonous Joker does help quite a bit, especially early. Okay. We have an ace. And a bunch of 3s. Strength 1 ace. Dump, 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 dump. There's the other one. Dump, dump, dump. Oh, come on. You're gonna do this to me now? I might just hold on to death. But we'll play a bunch of 3s. This is not even gonna win it, so we'll have another hand. Telemain, welcome. Now the party doesn't start until I walk in. Did you change the color of your name again? How dare you? Okay, I'm gonna do it. If we're gonna do it, let's do it. Let's start scaling up. Ramen's gotta go. Wee Joker is gonna give us chips. I need a better Molt Joker, even at the cost of To the Moon, because we've got the rocket. But we need something that gives us more Molts. Telemain says, I have no idea how to do that. Well, figure it out. Chariot, strength, and a fool. You know what? Make more 2s. Odd Todd doesn't help us. Am I really gonna go into the next round with basically no change? It's looking like it. All right, we need 2s. Aces! It worked! It worked! 2, 2, 2, 2. I'd really like to get a 5 of a kind. I'd really like to get a 5 of a kind. All right, I will play 4 of a kind. No value out of the lucky cards, unfortunately. Now we have to win. It's also, you know, problematic. Okay, there's only 1 king and jack. There's no 8s. We could go for a flush. I mean, a 3,000 point hand there is actually not that bad. We do have to still win, and we have 1 hand to do it in. It's gotta be the 3 of a kind. 50 times 5, 50 times 6. It's gotta be 50 times 5. We get more Molts out of it. Come on, game. We need to get jokers right now. Like, right now. You know, I'll pay 2 for some planets. Easy peasy. Oh my God. Jaxie Pants changed her name, and now she's a different color. It's so confusing for me. I don't know who's who now. Christ. Well, if we can get a 5 of a kind with good 2s, maybe we can get out of the eye. It's looking looking bad though. It's looking dark. We should also probably save up for a good flush. Please just draw another club. Okay, so we can play a good flush with a glass at the end. I like it. $22,000 point hand. That's pretty good. we didn't get a tarot card out of that. We can then death. Fool. Give me another death. And then we do 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. All but one of them is a club, but the diamond is lucky. One payout will probably do it. We got 20 bucks and 20 molts. We've done it. Wee Joker is at 96. A little wee Joker there, but we're working on it. Bard of Bobrich, welcome. How are things? Things are going okay right now. How are you doing, Bard? How are you enjoying your diving? We're gonna dump, I think, to the moon because we've got the polychrome rocket. Five of a kind, flush house. Do Planet X. Yeah. We've got a lot of 3s. We'll turn a 4 into a 2. Username says, I'm doing fine. Glad Helldivers is getting new stuff. Yeah, hard stuff. The new level is tough. It's very tough. Good. Give me more magicians. Add a voucher. No, we need to fight because we need time. We need time. 8 and 9. No, we want to dump a 5 and an 8 would be perfect. It actually removes all of them from the deck. We have 10 2s. That's fantastic. I do hate losing out on maybe other hands, but that's okay. I'll play a 2-pair. I'll play a 2-pair. We don't get the value of Zany, but that's okay. That's good enough. 6, 6, 6, 2, 2. Or we could discard and try to draw more 2s and start scaling more. We lose Ramen, but we have to replace Ramen soon anyways. There, that's pretty much what I was hoping for. And then these 2s become lucky. Oh, it's all coming up, Millhouse. We also drew the blue seal, which is perfect. 20 molts. 20 molts. Thank you, Planet X. Username says, Bile Titan holes are such a good change. Bard says, I get them in 7s. I've only done 10s, but I've seen the Bile Titan holes in 10s. Definitely. Prince. Hanged Man, standard pack. A Glass King could be tempting, but I really just am looking for the 2s for the Wee Joker. Aura, foil holographic or polychrome, and then cryptid to create copies. I mean, if we could create a polychrome 2 or something, that would be incredible. 6 queens. 5 6s. I think we want to dump the 9 and the 10, even though the 10 is upgraded. And I want to polychrome this bad boy. Holographic is still pretty good. And adding a death card to the mix, we can make a copy of it. Ramen is so bad. Yes, okay. I'm so glad I kept going. The family is huge. Okay, we're down to $1, but we were able to afford it. We don't need the interest because we have the rocket. The rocket's value is independent of interest, so I went heavy on that, but I think it definitely paid out. Okay, okay. Beautiful, beautiful. Got another magician. I really am just looking for the other two, by the way. I want to dupe it. Didn't get the opportunity, that's okay. Still, a 5 of a kind with 5 twos, and the family should be more than enough. The formally? If in 7, then we never see them in the gloom, says Ashen Rand. I've definitely seen Bile Titan holes in the gloom. They just don't appear in cities. They appear outside of the city, which means it's hard to find them because there's a city. Polychrome Lucky 2 could be funny. It's so rare to get Polychrome off of that for some reason. Cavendish is huge. We definitely want that over Zane. Yeah, we want Cavendish. So we got ×3, ×4, and ×1.5. Things are looking up. I don't know, just get it to level 2. All heart cards are debuffed. That shouldn't be a problem. We picked up the lucky 2 immediately. You love to see it. I have a feeling we're not gonna need any more score. I think we're gonna win off of the 2. So I'm gonna dump the queen. I'm gonna hold the 6, because if we draw another good 6, we can actually play it and maybe get a trigger off of it for money. Same thing with the king. Now I am just gonna discard though. 9 becomes a 2. Dump, 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 dump. There we go. We did draw the other 2. It's actually going to be a flush 5 as opposed to a 5 of a kind, but, you know. I was going to say there's not much we can do about it, but there kind of is. We could always, world card? I don't think we're going to need to, and I'd rather unlock the hand, so I'm okay playing a flush 5 here. It's gonna be worth a lot. 20 bucks. Yeah, 1 million. That's good. Rocket is giving us $13 per round now. $26. Pallet! You always show up on runs like these when I don't necessarily need you. I mean, I love you, but always on the wrong runs. There was another 6 there, but we know what we're looking for. Seals and 2s. Telemane says you should make an emote for Balatro like one of your favorite jokers. I have a bunch of ideas for Twitch emotes that I need to make. I am just lazy. 100%. I know I should make them, I'm just lazy. And I know I'm lazy about it. You know what, we'll play 3 of a kind, I might get a trigger. Railgun is too weak, had to shoot 10 times a Bile Titan in the face to kill it. Well, get good. 5 2s, dump these. All right, we didn't get an ace, which is what I was really hoping for. Man, it's super likely to get one, huh? Man, it's super likely to get one, huh? you know what? Screw you. That's so much money. $108. I'm not even trying to get the money. I'm just... I re-roll until I get a couple of good tarot cards, and then I go into the battle. But this is good. This is what we want. We want more cash coming in than we're spending. Gluttonous Joker is still probably worth keeping because we have a lot of 2s that are clubs, but this is something that we could get rid of. We could take Ramen, but Ramen's temporary, and I don't think we need the score right now. With how much we're discarding, it doesn't really make sense. Like, we could grab it, but I just don't think we need it. A lot of the 2s are lucky, but we can make them luckier. Take a Hangman, and if we get lucky, I was gonna say the Fool. Now, the Hanging Chad, it's good for scaling Wee Joker, because you can just play a high card too. I just don't think we need it. Although it might be better than Gluttonous Joker, it's also eternal, so I think I'd rather just say like whatever. Bart of Bobridge says, I want to like the AMR, but my Eruptor addiction requires a machine gun stalwart secondary. I've been, in Helldivers, I've been playing mostly mines lately. Because like a month ago, they gave mines to people for free. And it made me realize that they had buffed them, and they're good now. So I've been rolling mines a lot, and I've been liking the mines. My teammates don't like the mines, but I do. So I usually roll mines and then a rifle, and then kind of just take care of all of the big boys. We don't need the 3s anymore. We're gonna draw so much, I'm actually gonna just dump the 2. Dump, dump, dump. What am I drawing for? Purple seals and blue seals. Okay, good point. Mine's the team killer extraordinaire. Bard says, no, that's napalm. No, that's mines. But I play with Chris and Mud, so you gotta like put yourself into their mindset of they're not gonna look where they're walking. They're just walk down an alleyway and then just, you know, oh, what's this red dot? I want to make the joke of, you know, they make an armor for that, and I guess they do. They do make an explosive resistant armor. Don't think I've ever seen anyone run napalm, says Connie. The like napalm airstrike, I run that pretty much all the time. It is good. Flush house, flush 5. Do flush 5. Flush house. Might as well. It is the better hand. Death, good. Death is good. Swashbuckler, Star, Scary Face, Hierophant, Scholar, Riffraff, World, High Priestess. You know what? Let's see what we get out of it. Kind of running out of money for re-rolling, so I think we'll just stop there. We have Death Devil. And on this fight, it is nice to be able to discard more. Well, rather draw more than our max hand, so. 7 is worth getting rid of, as is the 10. We'll keep the queens, so I'm just gonna dump them. Okay. play, we'll, for the blue seal, we want it to stick around. I think that's worth golding. I want to play a 2 because I want to draw more 2s. And I want to scale Wee Joker. Drew more. I'm going to play a 4 because it's lucky. I'm going to play a king because it's lucky. Hoping to get a purple seal. Did I draw it? No, okay. So we'll discard once more. 7 will become a 2. And then rank 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. This one. All right, that's as good of a hand as we can make it. Man, I need a strength to get these aces up too. Username says, I have friends who run airburst and arc weapons who don't think before shooting. Sometimes the arc just like travels backwards, I swear. I'm behind someone and I still get arced. Duo. Eternal duo. Is that worth it? It probably is just from the perspective of winning, like get rid of Gluttonous Joker, take the duo, get a ×2. We're rolling Wee Joker on this one. If we can strength the queen and then strength the queen, red seal it, polychrome it. It's already polychrome. Take it. Just take it. Just take it, man. I'm on polychrome. I mean, honestly. Do you dump the banana or do you dump the rocket? No, the rocket money is so good. You gotta keep rocket money. World's best rocket. There's my strength. Let's see what we get. There we go. I still have a double tag as well, I'm just realizing. Hanged Man. We want to dump. We've got a 3, 6, 7 jack. Dump the 3. Dump the jack, maybe. Seems like a good time to just play a pair for the lucky 6. Dump, 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 dump. Might even just play the pair here. Doesn't matter. Just to get a draw. Try to look for another ace. One day. One day. Do it again? Yeah, just do it again. We have enough 2s in the deck. Oh, 20 bucks. That's why you do it. We have enough 2s in the deck. We know we're going to draw them. I'm just waiting for this. How can you have so much good runs? I try for an hour to beat Blue Stake, says Ashen Rand. Well, this is not Blue Stake. But all you gotta do is get an early rocket and then polychrome it, ha ha ha. Infinite money plus good scaling, right? That's all you have to do! Oh my god, that is noped every time. You know what? Screw that, give me another roll. Oh, come on! Five of a kind or flush 5? I don't think it's gonna matter. Come on! Now the cat could be quite interesting. I would probably prefer that over the duo, but it's a little late for it, unfortunately. We do have a lot of, I always try to find the deck up there. We do have a lot of lucky cards in the deck, but am I gonna get rid of Wee Joker for it? Technically we could. Wee Joker is only really giving us a ×2 due to the fact that it's at 440. You know what? Only mults. Let's do it. The moon. I mean, if we're going for flushes. Yeah, whatever. I'll do it. And here we're just looking for another blue seal, ideally. Ideally. All right, well, I'm just gonna play it. I could even go further down into looking for it, but I'm not gonna bother. 3 fails mean the next one has to be guaranteed. I'm hoping we can get a non-nope. Square Joker, you're useless. And you came back to me. Well, at least we've got another magician in hand, right? Yeah, make more. And strength. And the Emperor. It's actually like a pretty good get. Another magician. It fits perfectly. Magician. There's the queen that we do need to strengthen, but we've got a death in hand. I'd rather death. Actually, our hand is it's looking pretty good right now. Maybe save Hangman? Yeah, save Hangman. We're gonna strength it, actually. We have enough 2s in hand. Let's work on getting this thing into a 2. Even though we do have a lot of queens. All cards debuffed until 1 Joker sold. That's really not a big problem. Like, at all. There you go. Ashen Rand says, I played 15 cards, discarded 25, and no flush. Sometimes that does just happen, you know? Sometimes you do just get bad luck. I've had the same thing happen before. Like I'm trying to play a straight, one hand I draw 5 5s, and then the next round I don't draw a single 5, and it's just like, oh, well, thanks game. Retrigger card held in hand abilities. Foil to the moon, delayed gratification, and runner. Have we really not gotten a single lucky payout? The cat is just sitting there and he's thirsty. He's thirsting for a lucky payout. Come on. Come on. Okay, that's pretty much what we're looking for. Telemaine, thank you very much for the gifted subscription. I appreciate it. Ka. Balatro emote should just be the nope. If I can make it look good in a small, like 24 by 24 pixel square, I would. I need someone else to do it though. I'm bad at photoshopping. I don't know what I'm doing. I can't make things look good. Okay, we're gonna play a 2-pair. This won't win it, right? Oh, it might win it though. We don't have We Joker. We can discard. Don't worry about it. Just discard. Okay, you can play some luckies. And then again, just like dump, 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 dump. I am really wanting to get to that king. There we go. Okay, perfect. So the next time we get a strength card, we can make that a 2, and it's going to be polychrome on top of everything that we have in hand. There is an emote like that? Yeah, but like, I don't have one. There's thousands of streamers on Twitch. I'm sure everyone, if you count all of their emotes, there's an emote for anything. Okay, we have another polychrome too. We gotta take it. That's lucky. Yeah, right-click save as. There you go. All right, foil. Not particularly good. Nope. At least we have been getting some cat plays finally. Jesus. Sell it at this point. All right, magician and strength. We are looking for the ace, and then we're going to try to get the 2, and then we're going to try to make them both magicians. We got 1. We can discard a lot to make this happen. Okay, well, we can still discard a lot to make this happen. Hope we don't win on this. Let's play a pair. It's only worth 3,000. Play another pair. I mean, we're running out of cards to draw. Surely we'll draw the 2, right? There it is. Okay. Strength. Lucky. Oh, they look so cool. There you go, 11 million. Not a streamer emote though, just a third-party one. Okay, well, I gotta make a nope, I guess. Nope. Call it the rope-a-nope. No. Foil fine, but whatever. Now the game will never give you a death. If the game never gives me a death, I would be surprised. And then eventually we want to be glassing these, but we can wait on that, I think. Although we could glass them and then discard them right now. Empress and strength. Don't need strength. Empress. They're all lucky. Don't need it. Maybe I will try to like glass and then discard when they show up, because we're gonna need to. We got a hanged man, right? So we'll dump these. All right, you know what? Oh, it's no longer lucky, but that's okay because we can still play lucky hands. That's just gonna be, that's on the back burner for when we actually need to like win. We can just pull that out. We can whip it out. The rocket, how much is it? $19 per round on the rocket. Good Lord. You know, if you're gonna buy Magic Trick, at least have the illusion. That's what I always say. I'll add another blue seal. We're getting a lot of tarot cards because of the fact that we are playing as this deck, so we're able to get through the deck pretty quickly. We're able to get to the cards pretty quickly. And I'm even thinking, like, if we can make enough glass cards, we can always play lucky flushes or lucky 5 of a kinds to try to scale Lucky Cat, and then at the final hand play a bunch of glass cards. No reason not to. It's like glass, hollow. We could dupe this, but it's still probably better to save it for a polychrome. Well, let's discard these. Get a wheel. We did get a 2. We don't need this many blue seals. We might have too many, actually. I'm starting to think. I'll death another 2 into existence, I think. It's only scaling 5 of a kind. We should really make these polychromes clubs. Cats at a ×3. So if we find a moon, we should probably keep it. Well, that's kind of a whiff on that pack. Flush House, definitely whiff on that pack as well. What is this one? Base chips and malt are halved? That's not going to be too bad. Strength and Empress. We're not worried about strength. Retrigger played face cards. That's not gonna happen. Pluto's not the run for it. Sock and Buskin again. Keep buying the Temperance. Not really worth that much money, is it? Come on, just one moon. One moon. Wow. Didn't even come close to getting what we wanted, but that's okay. So I think I'm gonna actually discard the polychromes. We're just gonna try to play a winning flush hand and try to get some planets out of it. Which we can do right now. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe we shouldn't have played the glass, but that's fine. We got 20 molt from every one. That was a hell of a Lucky Cat turn. Now, it could also be said that maybe what we should do is actually only level up 5 of a kind from the beginning, because then we could maybe have it at like 80 molts. But it also just feels good to be leveling up, you know, a better hand. And if I can make everything a club, then I don't have to worry about whether or not I have clubs in my hand. I just only play the 2s, and I have enough 2s because that's the only thing that I have in my deck. And that would be perfect. Base, chips, and malt are halved. I think we're just gonna do it again. What are you? You're a 9. Had to check. I think we have enough score even right now. More than enough. And I just need 1 moon. Why not strengthen the jack? Because that'll require 4 strength cards, or I already have 2 polychromes. I don't need a third. I don't need to spend 4 strengths making a 3rd polychrome when I can do it with death. That's just what it boils down to. Death is just so much more efficient at this point. I don't have nearly I don't have nearly enough tarot card creators, but we have a lot of money, so I wish I could sell the duo. Trio is better, but that's okay. Now, is the game giving me death cards? Occasionally. But we have a fool card, so we can actually make multiple copies of this. You know, we don't have to go clubs, we could go diamonds, now that I think about it. So I guess we're gonna go diamonds, maybe? We have a stars card, we can turn the other heart into a diamond pretty easily. Dun, dun, dun. Negative jokers! We've already had diamonds are debuffed too, so it might not be the worst idea in the world. So, diamond, diamond, diamond. We got more diamonds in the deck. So I think now at this point we are going to look for the diamonds. Need 1 more. There are 2 left. There are still 2 left. Diamond, 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 diamond. Flush 5. They look so cool. I like the look of the polychrome cards. They're pretty. Chris, welcome now for the idol to never appear. Honestly, I'm okay with that. This run has been a lot of fun. We've got a $21 rocket that's polychrome. Because we're playing as the Zodiac deck, it's hard for us to actually find tarot. Sorry, not tarots. It's hard for us to find jokers anyways. I can buy the High Priestess after this. You two go. Death? Yeah, I'll make another polychrome Lucky 2. How lucky is that cat? We only got it recently, 4.25. It has not been a cat that's been with us for very long. So, Justice. Again, we could start glassing maybe the clubs, and then we have something that we can play. Yeah, right. We have something that we can play that would maybe give us a little bit better scaling, maybe on like this fight. But I think we're just gonna play the 2s because I think we can do it. All we need is 1 more. Don't need the hangman. Do 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay. Polychrome, 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 hollow. And if this doesn't win, we have plenty of 2s. We can play another hand, but it should win. Dun, 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 dun. $23 rocket. I love it. Seeing double. Times 2 molt if you play a club and then another suit. Which on a flush 5 will never happen. And then Lusty Joker, hearts give you extra molts. It's almost not even worth taking these. I'll definitely Hieroglyph, buys us a lot of time. We go from a 600 million hand to 14 million. And we finally picked up a red seal, but we want the polychromes, so. I mean, it might be worth playing a 5 of a kind now with the ×2. Flush 5 is already ×2 above it though. More, yeah, more. Yeah, maybe that's a reason maybe to take a 5 of a kind over the Flush 5, but you could also pick up like an Ancient Joker and then it's the opposite is true. I just don't know if I want to take the Eternal in case we get like, what, an Ankh? I'm not going to be doubling anything at this point. Yeah, okay. Buy him. Just put him on. Maybe something will happen, maybe not. We just had the dice show up and now we get the 6. I'm sorry, we had the 6 show up, now we get Bloodstone. I mean, we could make hearts and then play clubs and another suit. And then level. But again, we're already more than double above it, thanks to the Flush 5 being so leveled. I don't think you worry about it. I really don't. Make everything diamonds and go from there. I love the sound of that. Crack. The crack of the bat, the roar of the crowd. All right, all face cards are debuffed, the plant. For once, that shouldn't matter. You know what? You can be a devil. You dirty devil. And then we want polychrome, 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 polychrome. No lucky triggers is unfortunate. It's a 133 million point hand. We could actually get 1 billion with a little bit of work. I don't know what we would need, but it's not too far off. I wish you could just buy sell. I want to get another double tag. 133 with only 2s. Yeah, only 2s and Polychrome $23 Rocket Duo Family Cavendish and Lucky Cat. Only. Gain hands and lose all discards. That's not gonna matter. Do love those cards though. Dump, 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 dump. Interesting. Guess we'll discard again. There we go, and we'll convert you into another polychrome. Little Emperor. Hanged Man? I mean, do I even want to cut stuff out of the deck? We have 4 blue seals, 3 of them. I want to cut them. What's left to draw? A king, and then blue seals. The rest is 2s. And a tarot card. Okay, dump. And dump. Star? Yeah, you can do that. Our deck's getting mighty thin. Polychrome, 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 hollow, and then I'll just play you, because you are lucky. Maybe if you had the 3 of a kind ×2 and the 4 of a kind ×2. I mean, if we had blueprint, the best we're getting is Lucky Cat out of a blueprint. It would still be worth it. for more score, we would dump Cavendish, because I can't dump the duo. We might dump the Rocket at this point. If we get a blueprint, I would probably dump the Rocket, now that I think about it. Well, time to put our money with our money where our mouth is. I'm also gonna start glassing some of these polychromes, because we have to. Man, Rocket has been so good, but I think it's clear. It's gotta be done. Okay, the glass cards we don't need to break yet. Dump, dump, dump. Probably chariot that now at this point as well. I should have done it to the steel. Boom, 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 boom. Polychrome? Polychrome. Polychrome, polychrome, polychrome. Lucky, 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 lucky. $1.8 billion. Okay, so the brainstorm was enough to kick us over the edge. We can get through the next ante. And seed money, you know, it reduces the sting of losing our big moneymaker. This is just a what kind of a hand is this? What is this? Naked twos? What? How many of those blue seals do we have? Do we need this many? Probably. Doot, 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 doot. Here's the thing, if this doesn't win, we got another hand we can play. It came pretty close. Plush 5. Hollow, poly, 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 poly. That's good enough. No red seals, man. No red seals. We had a red seal queen, but it wasn't polychrome. You know what? We did have a deja vu earlier, but it was when we polychromed the Rocket. So I stand by that. I stand by that Rocket polychrome, or the hexing of it. Only twos. It's the world's perfect hand. Probably keep that. All clubs are debuffed. All right. There we go. Just had to manipulate it a little bit. Now I can discard you. You get another justice. So there's a glass polychrome, and there's another glass polychrome. But first, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Dump, dump, dump. Just dump these two. And then I should have dumped that. How many twos do we have? Plenty. Plenty. Lucky polychrome. Glass polychrome. Glass hollow. Glass polychrome. Glass. 2, 2, 2. I don't really want to pop these yet, if I can avoid it. This is not going to score that well, though. Yeah, we're going to have to pop the glasses. That's okay. Okay. So glass polychrome. Glass polychrome. glass hollow, glass, and then lucky polychrome. You go first. More than enough. We might break a card though. We broke none, and it's 18 billion. Okay. How interesting. Level 34, flush 5. Okay, we're dead. Well, though we could go back one more. We could petroglyph. Do it again. This run will last forever. Odd Todd. Wow. How dare you? How dare you, game? Foil my banana and give me an Odd Todd. How dare you? How dare you? Ankh Cryptid, Aura. Well, we have a polychrome, so we don't need Aura. Cryptid, I guess we're just gonna dupe the glass one. Ankh is god-awful, and Wraith is unnecessary at all. So, we will Cryptid, and we have a glass. We don't actually have a glass polychrome in hand, how dare you. Telemaine, thank you for the gift sub. Kaka. I guess glass hollow is better than lucky polychrome, but this is an unfortunate turn of events. But we're Ankh and Moon several rounds ago. Well, Ankh, it destroys your jokers. We'd have to get Ankh early. Ankh late sucks. Although, wait a minute, I can try to Aura a card. Like Aura the 2, and if I get lucky, then Cryptid it. Hollow? Look, we're gonna get a lot of glass in the deck, I guess. Not ideal, not ideal. You know what, just Hangman. Okay, 2, 2, 2, and then just a 2, 2 at the end. Honk. Hank, anti 1 or 2 or useless, says Ashen Ran. Good old Hank. Hank. Justice, yeah. I hope that we can find some more death cards, because we're gonna have to start replacing the cards that we're breaking, but this should be fine. Okay, so Justice, Lucky Polychrome, Death, make another Glass Polychrome, Fool, make another Death. Next round. Goddamn nopes, man. So, Lucky Polychrome. Now we want Glass Polychrome. We're gonna make copies. And then, we don't need to play all of them on this hand, probably. So we'll play Glass Hollow. Okay, one broke. We're at 10 billion. That's E10, by the way, so we're actually pretty close to getting E11 for the next ante. We just need, ideally, a red seal, but that's hard to come by. When are you gonna organize your latest uploads on YouTube to their category playlists? They should be categorized, Telemaine. If they're not, give me an example and I'll fix it. But they should be good. Temperance. Thank you, Lucky, or rather negative cards, for giving me a little bit more money, I guess. Moon, strength, now we're going diamonds. Try it. First hand is drawn face down. Oh my god, what do we have? Alright, everything between here and here is a diamond. This is gonna be rough. I think we just play. Okay, yeah, we broke one, but we got out. No blue seals in hand kind of sucks. Okay, this is it. This is it. Everything you've been waiting for. This is it. Yeah, sure, give me a Pluto. It's a backlog of uploads that you upload in order. Oh, are you, Telemane, are you watching my YouTube from the videos tab? You're watching them in a random order? You need to go to the playlists. They're in the playlists. Go look at the playlists. Now, if we blue seal these, we can actually start getting more of them in the deck by deathing them. Or we could just make more copies, but if we blue seal this and then make copies of it, we get more blue seals in the deck. That's kind of what I like. Even though they break, we still have a blue seal that we can start copying. 94 billion. We can maybe make it happen. So we got to get the glass, all of them. We have to get all the glass. So just discard. Glass polychrome, glass polychrome, glass hollow, glass hollow. No, we have glass polychrome, right? We got a few. We have to look for them. Glass polychrome, glass polychrome, glass, glass. Discard those. You're steel. Maybe I keep you. So we got glass polychrome. Steel card? Absolutely. Hangman don't need. Discard, nothing. Okay. So we've got glass polychrome, glass polychrome, glass polychrome, glass polychrome. Like, I can't tell if there's another one in the deck because of how the cards look. Like, have I drawn this one? Have I drawn this one? It's changing color when I switch between the looks. Must mean I've drawn it and it's getting transparent. I think we just have to play. So, 4 glass polychrome, 1 glass hollow. Hey, none broke. 1.3 E11. Okay. Well, they copy as glass. They copy as everything. All effects on the card is exactly duplicated. Death. Fool. Okay. We will make it through this ante, I think. So, dump. You know, I could still play a hand, like instead of discarding. Like, this is still an okay hand. It's none of the glass, but that's okay. We'll just play a flush 5. Oh no, a flush 5. Oh no, scaling the cat. Yeah, it gets us 1 of the way there. Dump. Lucky polychrome, discard. Okay. I think we'll do it again. So we got a lot of 2s that we're drawing. 5 of them to be exact. You should have been at the end. Three. There's 1, 2, 1, 5, and 1, 10. 5 is steel. 10 we can get rid of. All right, so we have glass polychrome, yeah, this is fine. We'll, glass polychrome. Your glass hollow. It's tempting to get rid of the steel cards, but that is still more score. I think we keep them. I think we get rid of like glass hollow for a glass polychrome. Then we can just play 5 of them. Glass poly, glass poly, glass poly, glass poly, glass poly. Flush 5. Can you get by an endless without glass cards? Asks Necron. Yes. One of the best builds in Balatro, if you're trying to go far. I've gone E73 with this. It's high card. You play 1 card, and with barons, steel barons with red seals, and they're all the cards in your deck are kings, you can actually get very, very, very far. Way further than this build of playing glass polychrome 2s, because we're missing a lot of components which are hard to get. We need red seals. We need these to be face cards. We need Sock and Buskin. We need re-triggers. We need Triboulet, Ancient Joker. We need Idol. There are a lot more moving parts in a build where you're playing 5 cards. When you're playing high card, you only really need 2 jokers. You need Baron, you need Mime, and Blueprints and Brainstorm, and that's it. But Blueprint and Brainstorm are you know, you want them for any run. But really, you want Baron and Mime. But for any other build, like a 5-card build, you want Triboulet, Ancient Joker, Idol. There's a lot more that you need. Which makes it harder. And I guess, you know, technically speaking, because there's a lot more that you need, you also need, well, it's just harder to get, really. This is what it boils down to. It's just harder. It's just harder, man. It's just harder, man. Let me get a death, please. Strength, moon. No reason. Just skip. Priestess, tower, moon. Sure, I'll take $1. That was a horrible pack. Horrible pack. Only 1 hand type this round. I mean, that's easy enough. Glass poly, glass poly, glass poly, glass poly, glass poly. So we have the cards that we want to play. What we're gonna look for now is steel. Did get a death, which is really nice. Glass poly, glass poly, glass poly, glass poly, glass poly. You know what? We don't need to break this glass poly. Just looking for the steel. We got them both. We can turn this into a glass poly. And then, boom, 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 boom. There's another steel card in the deck, but I think we'll win off of this anyways. Because this is our best hand. Without red seals, This is the best hand. And even though we're winning this ante, we are not winning the next one. Unless we what would we need? We would literally need like idle. Idle would probably do it. I don't have any money, so reroll, reroll. Oh, I got money. Reroll. Even like photograph, like if instead of twos, we're doing twos because we had Wee Joker earlier, but instead of twos, if we were doing kings, that opens up photograph, sock and buskin. Sock and buskin in particular is a big one. Oh, I should have done that in the shop. Like sock and buskin can give you so much value, so much value. Glass poly, glass poly, glass poly, glass poly, glass poly. You know what? This is the better play. Get another steel. I mean, a times 8.75 cat is also pretty good, but... Alright, 7E11, our cards broke. It's been fun. Can I click on him? I can't do it. It's been a fun run. That if we kept Wee Joker, it would probably be like 1,000, maybe 2,000 chips. But even then, that's not that much. That's only at most like a times 2 to times 4. No, we were scoring easily like 1,500 chips on our hand. It's more like a times 2. Wee Joker, very good early, huge early. But if you're going into endless, anything involving chips, it doesn't last for that long. You need the molt, and we had molt. We had times 2, times 3, times 4, times 8. Got us up to E11 with all those glass polychrome 2s, but couldn't go further because we just didn't have what we needed. We needed, if we go through the jokers, we can identify the ones that are good for a build like this. Mime is for a Baron. Pareidolia combined with Sock and Buskin would be nice. Hack would have been nice, re-trigger the 2s. Could have also taken a Hanging Chad. Cavendish is a times 3, Card Sharp times 3. Cavendish is just kind of better. There's your Baron for your Baron build. We want, okay, Pareidolia and Photograph. If they were kings, queens, or jacks, Photograph. And then you can replay those to get extra times 2 multiplier. You would want things like Ancient Joker. If we made the cards wild card, Ancient Joker would give us 1.5x mult per card, which is equivalent to them being polychrome. Sock and Buskin, if they were kings, re-trigger, because then we would get an extra times 1.5 and times 2 per card. Bloodstone, if they were hearts and we had oops all 6s, that's an extra 1.5 per card. Blueprint didn't show up, would have been an extra like 8 mults with the cat. Of course, we had the family and we had the duo. They were eternal, so I couldn't trade up for the trio. Idol. Idol's a times 2 if you can get it to work with your deck. If we had the Idol, we could have gotten an extra times 2 per card, but it would only trigger 5 times because we didn't have Sock and Buskin. And then of course, Triboulet, which is an idol that you don't have to actually engage. You can just have kings and queens. Triboulet, if they were kings and queens, and then with Sock and Buskin, that's a huge damage, well, not damage bonus, but a huge score bonus. So yes, 2's not ideal for doing this, but also just the 5-card build in general is way harder because you have to get so many different components because the Baron build is just more straightforward. I mean, if you think about it just from the one card that you have in your deck, okay? If you are running 5-card, You want it to be a face card, glass, polychrome, red seal. If you're doing a Baron build, what do you need? You need a king that is steel and red seal. It's much easier to get a red seal on a steel king than it is to get a red seal on a polychrome card. So even then, Baron is still easier because you don't have to worry about the additional polychromeness that you have to try to get onto the card. Aura is not a guarantee. Aura is a chance of foil, holographic, or polychrome. So it's super unlikely that you can actually get it over the course of an average run. But then if you get a Baron, it's like, okay, literally any red seal, strength it up to a king, steal it, duplicate it, you're there. I hope that for the next update to the game, that they add kind of more endless synergies, because there's really only a couple of endless runs that you can build. 5 card and Baron, and that's it. There are a lot of jokers I've never seen you use. Why is that? Are they just not that good? You know what? Let's go through a few of them. Crazy Joker, Molt on a straight. Devious Joker, chips on a straight. Straights are really hard to get in this game. They are unlikely because you are trying to draw one specific card in your deck to make the straight happen. Flushes are way more consistent, so I don't usually go for them. Cards that give you chips, like Banner, Marble Joker, they don't scale that well. They're not worth that many points. Mystic Summit is 15 Molt. Misprint is random Molt. Ceremonial Dagger, you have to put money into it, but it gives you Molt. Half Joker is Molt. You know, anything that just gives you Molts, like any of these. 8 Molt, 12 Molt, 10 Molt, 12 Molt, 10 Molt. Immediately there are things that are better, like the Banana's 15 Molts, Swashbuckler is better Molts, Abstract Joker is better Molts. So you're gonna be selling these. If an Abstract Joker shows up, it's literally just better with no downside. So, and there are a lot of Jokers like this in the game. There's a lot of Jokers in the game that are just fine, but there's better. Like the normal Joker. Normal Jimbo Joker is 4 Molts. Greedy Joker is 3 per diamond. So that's like 15 Molts if you play 5 diamonds. It's much better than this Joker in almost every situation. So you're gonna be selling him. He's there if you just need anything. But if you don't need anything, if you have okay scaling and scoring right now, you're not gonna buy a Jolly Joker. It's not like, ooh, my ×3 Molt Cavendish, I'm gonna get +8 Molt from a pair. No, you're not gonna downgrade. These are downgrades. These are like, oh, I'm an ante-1 and I need literally anything to win. And then, you know, when you get to like ×4 on a 4 of a kind, when you get to the legendary Jokers, Brainstorm, you know, these are like, oh, these are good late in the game because they're actually good. And then of course, stuff like Driver's License, you actually can't use early. Driver's License doesn't do anything until you have 16 enhanced cards in your deck, so you would never buy this early unless you were trying to save it for later. And then of course you have economy Jokers, things that don't give you score and you probably won't take them if you don't need them. Like Cartomancer can give you a tarot card when the blind is selected. Well, if my deck is 10 purple seals, I can get 10 tarot cards when the blind is selected. I just have to discard them. This gets outscaled very quickly. Planets and celestial cards are free. If I have money, I don't need this. So yeah, there's a lot of Jokers that just are not applicable to your run. They're not good, they get outscaled. Like Wii Joker, 8 chips when you score a 2. I love that. What I don't love, Square Joker, 4 chips when you play a hand worth 4 cards. It's not uncommon to have Wii Joker increase by like 100 points, 100 chips every hand. Square Joker, you can, you know, go entire antes without playing 4 cards. So like, this is much worse. It's common versus the rare, of course, but. And then shortcut makes better straights, but like, who's gonna play a straight? Anyways, for now, for those of you on YouTube, thank you very much for watching. Like the video if you've enjoyed it, subscribe for more. Check me out on Twitch for when I go live, support the channel at the various links below in the video description, and I hope to see you here again for the next run of Balatro.